You are listening to an exclusive on PodHub Network. Your city, your podcast.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to NS9 NFT. I'm your host, Anthony DiNardo. With me, we got Jim. Jim, what's up, buddy?
What's going on? Did you have a good holiday weekend?
I did. It was good. How about you? The family was in town, right?
No, not yet. They come in town tomorrow.
That's right.
So, yeah.
Cool.
No, it was
so
good,
did you get straightened up? Did you get that house cleaned yet, Jim?
It is in the process of being cleaned. We're almost done.
So you haven't started?
Oh, no. I've been cleaning like all day. Kind of on and off all day, right? So
sure you have.
Right.
Yeah, no, I have no complaints. It was a good holiday. It was as always, it seems it was like 80 degrees. So
it was crazy. It was so hot. Like, it's weird. Like, I've got all these like I don't know, Christmas I'm wearing like plaid, flannel, button-down shirts, and it was like there was no way I was wearing that this Christmas. So I mean, I didn't wear shorts, but I definitely could have. I mean, it was in the 70s. Sure. So
I mean, it's that's the one thing I do like about living in Jacksonville, Florida. I can remember our very first Christmas down here, and it was like 60 degrees, and we went to downtown Disney because why not? Everyone else back home's miserable. It's snowing, and it's like, cool. We're in Disney just for the day because we wanted to and felt like it. But I mean, it's never like this warm all the time. This one was really, really warm, and I enjoy it. I'm sorry. I would rather have 80 degrees in Christmas than 20 degrees in Christmas and snow.
I feel like Christmas is the one time where like I'm fine with snow. Like, give me snow. I'm cool with it. The next day it can all melt, but I want a little bit of snow on Christmas.
I won't complain. I won't complain if I'm like living down here and it's snowing like that. There's probably a problem.
Right.
But I mean, if I came home for the family, visited, such, it was snowing, white Christmas, it is what it is. But you're right. Then when I'm back to Jacksonville, Florida, I'll be happy and content.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, anything exciting for Christmas?
Not super exciting.
We're old.
I bought myself a Christmas gift. I got Donovan Mitchell's Top Shot debut moment.
You did.
That was my Christmas gift to myself. So, yeah.
Your man crush, Donovan.
My dude, Spida.
That's right. That's a good gift. We're going to talk about some NBA Top Shot here as well because I'm feeling quite good about NBA Top Shot again.
Yeah, they're doing some cool stuff. I really like what they're doing.
Right. And it didn't hurt that we all got into the drop last week, as we showed on our last stream here, right? We opened packs. We all made out. So Jim, you want to update us on your moment?
Yeah. So my Franz Wagner, whatever. What was the pack? $89?
It was $89. Yep.
So I sold the moment for 230. Okay.
Very nice.
And I used that, plus I had another rare Donovan Mitchell that I sold. So I sold those two and I bought the debut Mitchell. So
I mean, no complaints there.
yeah, no complaints there. I actually have rebought the Donovan Mitchell that I sold because it was high when I sold it and bought it for low. So yeah, no, it was it's been a good like last week or so for Top Shot for me. It's been a decent week.
Yeah, I feel that too. So
Hmm.
you, like you said, you flipped the Donovan. Wasn't it in a challenge? Is that what it was? It was in
Well, people I think were
the
expecting Mitchell to be in that Christmas challenge. So his rares shot way up. And so when the rares shot up, I sold mine because I knew I'm not going to be in that hard challenge. There was no way I was going to do it. I was going to do that. So yeah, it worked out. He shot up. He missed the challenge just by a tiebreaker because his point margin was the tiebreaker in it. So he tied Steph Curry for that 5th spot. But Steph had the tiebreaker. So then Mitchell's rares dropped super low, and then I bought it back. So yeah, worked out perfect for me.
it was the perfect storm. Like you said, you had no intentions of doing it, so might as well get the profits.
Yeah.
Buy it back in this pack that you spent $90 for. You got 230 out of it, like you said, right?
Yeah. Well, I got 230 out of the MGLE,
right?
And then I got like 200 out of the Mitchell rare.
Yeah. So I mean, it was like a free upgrade for you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it worked out great.
No complaints. Dave mentions, he says, sounds like a decent part-time income. I mean, it can be
when it works out that way.
right. It could also be a nice part-time loss of income.
Yeah, it's a good way to spend some money on a part-time basis if you want to do that too.
Right. But yeah, so my update is, as you saw last week, I opened up the pack. I got Jokic I got the serial 19.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying hard to flip that. I mentioned on the show 500. We'll find out. I'm not listed essentially at 500. I want to say it didn't go in my favor, but maybe it did. The goal was I didn't want Jokic in the very first challenge because I wanted to flip it before it got to like that peak or whatever and buy the other stuff that's coming up. But no one was buying it for the 500. Then Jokic went right in the first challenge. So I'm like, all right, let me just try to get the hype in it now. So I sold it for $390. So it was about what I expected. I thought 4. I got greedy, said let's try for 5.
Yeah, I mean it's a good 4 times your investment there.
Right. Yeah. I mean, spend 90, get 390 back, right? $300 in profit. Mm-hmm. Cool. I'll take it. So that's where I'm at with that. So yeah, I mean, like you said, it was a very nice week for us from NBA Top Shot.
I sold a $2 card on Tops.
I did too. The Oakland A's. Let me pull it up here. It was shoot, what was it? Let me go to my sold here. What was yours?
I sold a uncommon Cody Bellinger for $2.
Jesus. I sold a super, not even a rare, a super rare Oakland A's base. It's just like every team has
team
like a
card. Yeah,
the team card or whatever.
Yeah.
I sold it for $2.
There you go.
There's only 92 of them minted. It's a super rare, $2. Tells you where Tops is at.
Yeah.
Come on, Tops.
That'll do it for our Tops talk for the day.
Right. Yeah. But yeah. Well, I guess if we're gonna say one more thing about Tops, we probably should mention, because it's probably gonna be next show that we open it. Tops did give everyone a free NFT this week.
Yeah.
You seem so enthused about it, Jim. Just so
I mean, we'll
enthused.
see what it is. I mean, they'll probably have a problem with the drop. It'll stay in pending forever, and you'll never get to open it. So who knows?
That's what the 2022 gift is. You can now open your 2021
Yeah.
NFT.
Right. You got to hold it for a year.
Yeah. So don't know what it is, but Topps sent an email out to everyone, said, claim your free NFT. Thank you for basically putting up with us, is how I took it. This is
Yeah.
the least we could do for you, is how I took it. And then we claimed it, and you can't even open it. It's pending until the 1st, right? January 1st?
I think it's just like beginning of January. They didn't even give us a day. Early January, I think.
So I have no idea when they're going to be allowed to be opening them. All right. Yeah, so I don't know what I have. You don't know what you have. Nobody knows. We may never know.
Mm-mm.
All right. So now we're officially done with Topps. Enough talking about Topps.
No more Topps.
Okay. So should we get into our candy talk?
Yes, let's do it.
So last week, right, we went over the roadmap. A lot of updates. Of course, the biggest thing and what everyone's most engaged with is the marketplace is scheduled to open on January 15th. Jim. Candy came down and announced something shortly after we did our show. I think it might have been the Tuesday after, if not the Wednesday after. It was nice. It was pleasant. So we know that it's not going to open until the 15th, but what they're going to do the very first week of January, they're going to allow you to pre-list stuff. So the marketplace will exist. You can enter the marketplace. You can look at moments that people have listed. You can't purchase anything, but you can list it. So I kind of look at this like we're going to maybe kind of get a sneak peek of what the values of these things are. And that's exciting to me.
Yeah, I agree. So pre-listings starting the first week of January. So next week, basically, you'll be able to start listing your NFTs on Candy's marketplace. And yeah, I'm excited to see what that looks like. Are there going to are there going to be deals to be had? Are you going to be able to? Do you have to like be online right when the marketplace opens to get some of the deals that you see, or are people going to just be listing things outrageous? Probably a little bit of both. You know, if you have maybe just an absolute sick NFT, are you putting it out there just so people can see it and just putting some ridiculously crazy price on it that, you know, if someone pays it, awesome, but you know, it's just this crazy amount. I don't know. So yeah, like they said, one of the things that you can maybe do, flex. You'll see people just flexing what they have on the marketplace. But yeah, I'm very interested to see what the marketplace looks like. I mean, it sounds like you'll be able to kind of see it. You just won't be able to buy anything.
I'm with you. It's the teaser. You know, you're going to be able to see things, but I also wonder how serious people are taking it right now. Just like you said, if I have no intention of selling something, I'm probably going to put it up. Like you said, like the guy that has the Otani 1 of 1, right? I mean, You're just going to put it up there. You're going to put it up there for $1 trillion just so it's there, just so you can flex. And also probably when you sort by highest to lowest, it's right there for $1 trillion and everyone can see how ridiculous that is. And I'm sure at the same time, I myself might go ahead and list my Gregory Soto common.
That's what I was
$1
thinking.
trillion.
Yeah, I was like, what are you going to put those Gregory Soto commons at?
Yes. So to me, it's almost like it's a sneak peek, but at the same time, how much value do I put into these values that are listed at this time until it really goes live? And the people who really want to sell might put the listing up at that time. I don't know. Something like, so we've been speculating, we've been talking about what the pricing is going to be. Do you think this might also maybe sway? I mean, if there's no pre-listing involved, January 15th opens up and I wanted to sell, I'm motivated to sell. maybe I put up there for $60 like we talked about last week. That Gregory Soto is for $60. I think that's what it is. Do you think maybe with the pre-listing and people seeing maybe values that might sway it, and someone's like, man, my $60 looks embarrassing. All right, I'm putting up for 100.
Maybe it could also maybe do the opposite, where let's say if you have people who are really wanting to sell, you see, and you just see people undercutting each other like before the marketplace even opens. I'm not sure how it'll work. I feel like for the most part, there's definitely some people in the candy community who, they're constantly asking, how much do you think I can get for this? How much do you think I can get for this? Right. Those people are probably looking to just unload what they have. Right. But as far as, I think the majority of people are kind of in this, for the long haul. And so I don't know how much unloading we'll see, because it's not like we're talking about like none of these NFTs have 12,000 count mints to them either. Like these are all pretty rare. There's not a whole lot of people who own these things. And if they are, they're early adopters. So yeah, I'm not sure yet. Like I said, there's definitely going to be people who are going to want to sell right away. I don't know how much of that there's going to be though, to like drive prices down.
Right.
And the fact that there's going to be pre-listing available is, if there is a deal to be had, I mean, hopefully they announce like when the marketplace is going to open, like the exact time and day and everything, because there's going to be people that exactly at that time when it opens, and there's going to be deals already that people have in mind that they want to get, and those are going to be gone right away.
For sure. Yeah, that's how I look at it too. People, we talked about the Discord, and last week you talked about how many are in the Discord, how many people that are in Candy, right? We talked about the 30,000 users that signed up. How many people are in the Discord that have signed up, but also the opposite, how many have signed up and are active, they're not in the Discord, and vice versa. So like the thing about that is, I feel like most of the people that have a pack are in the Discord because you essentially had to be, right, to get involved into this.
Yeah.
So everyone has something right now, right? Though those who can sell right now are likely in the Discord and they're looking, right? Everyone got that email, and it was funny because even the Candy admins are joking about it, and people in the in the Discord itself. Clearly, an email went out because the Discord got active again, right? All these people flooded, said, "Oh, marketplace, marketplace, marketplace," right? So it was kind of funny because those who probably have just tuned away, right, out of mind, out of sight for a while, saw the email and they went back in and they're getting that information. So I feel like there's a lot of chatter, a lot of talks, a lot of speculation, and like you said, there's a lot of values going out there. But overall, I just kind of feel like, I don't know. I guess where I'm going to is based on what people are saying, and I think based on the community that I've seen so far, even the ones that are unloading, I don't know if people are going to be super, super cheap with this. I almost feel like for the most part, the people who have a pack have at least a good gauge of what they're sitting on to some degree.
Mm-hmm.
That it's not going to be like tops.
No, I would be, honestly, I would be surprised if there's, and this is just me speculating here, I would be surprised if there's anything below $50. I mean, if there is, it's getting scooped up right away. But I'd be shocked if even like your floor was over 50. All right. So then you're looking at, there's 3 moments in a pack. The packs themselves were $50, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So then you're looking at 3 timesing at a minimum, right? If you had 3 bottom ones. So I just, I would be surprised if there's anything under 50. I said, we'll see. I just don't see it happening. Like even Gregory Soto Commons, 50 at the minimum.
It's still like, that's where we're getting at, engaging. Like, even though it's a common, it's a very rare card. There was 400, and what was the total mint count on those actually?
I hold on, I've got my collection up here. So cores were out of
Cores were
409. Yeah. And then you got to consider a quarter of those are still in packs, right? So there's roughly 300 that have been pulled, right? And then out of those 300, like how many are actually going to be put up for sale? Because I feel like a lot of people aren't going to be looking to unload this stuff right away. So I mean, there's not going to be a whole lot of stuff for sale.
Well, that's a good point as
Yeah.
well. Like, there's not going to be a whole lot because, like Rick, you said, everything's not open. You're pretty much gauging about 75% is opened on a very limited edition item, right? And then of that, who's really, and when you say sell, like so when you say there's not going to be a lot for sale, there probably will be enough for sale. But again, it's going to be one of those, well, if you want to buy it for $1,000, you can buy it for $1,000 type of thing.
Yeah.
The ones that'll be reasonably for sale are going to be very low because there might be 100, for sale to begin with. 75 of those are listed at $1,000 or more. And the ones that are, normal will probably be, like you said, like from 60 to like a $400 range or something like that.
I just feel like for how low these mint counts are and for how active the community is, there's going to be a lot more demand for this stuff than there is supply.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely.
So, and when that is the case,
especially for the prospects,
right? And when that's the case, prices are going to go up. Yeah. I mean, prospects, you could only get one pack, right? So it's maybe a little bit different with the all-stars because you had some people who were able to grab multiple packs. The prospects only got one pack, right? So you have a lot of people out there who will want to, they've got 3 out of the 30 prospects. They maybe want to add to that. Maybe they want all 30. How many people are going to want all 30 prospects, even just the cores, right? If 50 people want to do that, then those are 50 people looking to buy 27 different prospect NFTs, right? So that's going to cause demand to go way up. So I feel like we're going to get in a situation where, like I said, demand is going to be high, supply is going to be relatively low, and that will push prices up. I said, hopefully there's some deals to be had. I just don't know. I don't know if there's going to be, but we'll see. That's what this is going to be interesting. This pre-listing, because maybe you'll get people undercutting others during this pre-listing.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's one of the things, it's like all we can really do is speculate right now, and we love to have fun speculating and talking about it. This will probably, hopefully, the last show we'll have where we have like true just speculation, because if it opens, fingers crossed, next Monday, which is the 3rd, we'll be streaming. I mean, that's the first week. I know it's on the early end, but
that'd be the earliest possible.
Come on, Candy. Come on, Candy. If you can get this done for us by the 3rd, at least.
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah.
And then we could actually go live on the marketplace during the show and just start like looking at prices and talking about. It's still speculation, but at least we have pricing out there to see, what things are pre-listed for. But at the same time, like you said, I mean, people have complained, we see in the Discord complaining like, oh, you guys are idiots. Like nobody sell this stuff for less than, X amount of dollars. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. But at the same time, people are like, let them know. Like, what are you talking about? Let them, because I want to go ahead and scoop those up. And on that boat too. Like, listen, if you want to go ahead and list your Juan Soto, any level for $100, please do so. Be my guest, because I want the Juan Soto. I'm desperate for a Juan Soto of some sort. So that's what I'm looking to snipe on January 15th. So please be my guest if that is you. However, I will not look to resell that thing for probably less than $1,000. And so that's where I'm at. I think that's why there's going to be a ton of action that day, because I think there's going to be a lot of sellers and a lot of buyers, and probably people looking to just flip. I mean, I've done that in Top Shot myself. Just look for a great deal, buy, and instantly put it back up for twice as much money or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, Top Shot, I'm definitely, I'm more of a I want to have what I want, So
Mhm.
if I get like a good moment in Top Shot, but it's not my guy, I have no issue just selling that and then going and turning around and buying my guy, right? Um, so yeah, there might be people like that in Candy where, hey, maybe you're an Atlanta Braves fan and you hate Juan Soto because he's in your division and you like Acuna,
How dare
and
you?
you've got a sick Juan Soto, but you don't have a sick Acuna. Maybe you sell the Soto so you can get yourself an Acuna, right? So you'll have people like that. I think there'll be people who they're like, hey, I want to get an Acuna. In order for me to do that, I'm gonna have to sell my Soto. I could see a lot of that happening. But yeah, there's also going to be a lot of people like you though, where, hey, if you're selling me your Soto, I'm buying it, right? So that's where I don't know how many great deals there's going to be. We'll see, but I don't think there's going to be a lot of really good deals, and if there are, they're going to be gone right away.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm with you. I
Yeah.
don't believe that there's going to be a
Like people
ton
aren't
of just
selling
like
these for
outrageously cheap
yeah.
stuff.
Like I don't think anybody's going to be selling these things for like 15 or $20.
I hope not. I
I hope
really
they
don't.
are. I mean, I
Well,
hope they
you're
are, and
right.
then
You're
I'll
right.
just buy,
Let
we
me
can just buy
backtrack.
them.
I do. Right. I do because I know that in, a month from now, that's definitely not going for 15 or $20.
Right.
But no, again, it just comes down to like I just feel like most people who got into this, and I just might be overestimating them and thinking they're smarter than what they are. Maybe. I don't know though, but Christmas came and passed and people are trying to. Here's the other thing. This will be in next year. So no one has to take L's for tax purposes. So we don't have to like sell these at a loss
Mhm.
because we need to do stuff for our taxes, right? That's
Right.
what this week is all about. So
Yeah.
I just feel like most people probably aren't going to be doing the ultra cheap. Um, but with that said, the other spectrum is I do see a lot of people who are active that have probably made a lot of money in this space doing different things, and they want to collect and they have money to burn, right? And
Mhm.
they're out there saying, like, listen, I mean, anything that's below a certain amount of dollars, I'm buying.
Yeah.
And again, we know that there's challenge rewards coming. So they're probably looking for those people that in their mind, right, the dollar amount they've set that are being cheap and putting it out there, they're going to scoop them all up. So that way they have all these sets, right?
Mhm.
And they're collected and they're ready for these challenges that's going to go out there. Because Lord knows, we feel these are going to be very valuable, right?
Mhm.
Lord knows whatever reward they're given for this type of collection, man,
Yeah.
like that's going to be something to covet.
Yeah. I mean, you look at it like, I mean, how many? Yeah, because there's not going to be a lot of rewards out there. There's not going to be a lot of people who are going to be able to complete a whole set of this stuff.
No, if they're going for what we think they are,
Yeah.
and the limited amount that's out there. Again, like it's
Yeah.
not even like where it's Top Shot, where a rare, like a very limited edition of something is 4,000, right? Or
Right.
like when there would be stuff like it's one of 4,000.
Mhm.
This is a tenth of that.
Yeah.
A tenth of this, Jim, for the most common one.
Right. Yeah, so I don't see it. I don't see a lot of completions happening for the set. Like I said, there'll be some people who do it. Um, but I mean, you got to think if there's 409. I mean, how many people are going to complete a whole core set out of 409 possible collectibles? 100,
You gotta be
people, 100 people maybe.
dropping some 100. You think 100 can do that?
I mean, that's at the most
A
probably.
whole
That's a
set?
quarter. That's a quarter of the collectibles being owned by 100 people. I don't know if
I
that can be
doubt
done.
that. I
Yeah.
doubt that. In my mind, someone who's gonna be able to collect every single one of these, I'm thinking 25.
Okay.
I think 25 is your
Yeah.
number. Like that's
I mean,
it.
how many icons are there of the All Stars? How many of those are there?
Well, how many All Stars were there?
I don't know. They add.
Right
I
now, I
mean,
don't remember.
well they have like 100 All-Stars, because all the people who like don't make it to the All-Star game and their alternates and all that. Let me see if it says on the pack. It doesn't say.
Well, it doesn't say. Okay. With that said, the last I heard too, if this makes any difference, is that there's also still 27 that have been unopened, which kind of makes sense. We know about 25% of the packs are
right
unopened, right? So if there's about 100 of them,
yeah,
I think there was 27.
It's like 27% unopened. Yeah,
legendaries that haven't been opened yet, with of course Mike Trout being one of them. Because you're sitting.
It's in one of my packs.
We know.
Yep,
I'm aware.
That's where it's at. It's in my pack.
But anyway, so yes, that really excited me, because even though it's not going to be live, and even though we can't technically go on there and do things in the marketplace until the 15th, we're going to have at least about a week, maybe a little bit over a week, to play around in the marketplace, gauge pricing, and go from there. So, and by the way, I have a comment. What's a SOS? Laugh my ass off. I know I ain't dumb. So yeah, I was a little play on this. We didn't even talk about it. I was going to open the show and discuss this, and we just went to Christmas and forgot about it. We talked about Christmas gifts. Jim, I got a Christmas gift that I wasn't aware of.
You did get a Christmas gift. I did not.
So you did not.
No.
When are you going to get into this NFT world, Jim? When are you going to do it?
Well, I mean, I'm there. You know who I blame? It's your fault, because you just do these other things without me, and you don't tell me about them.
I said get in, and you did.
Get in what?
You've been telling me, oh, I'm gonna
get in
go
what?
buy some
I don't know what you're
week.
talking about.
I'm gonna go. Oh, gotta go drop something on MetaMask in a week. I'm still waiting. Once you do it, we can do it. But no, I mean, I'm not deep.
You got to give me a reason. You got to give me a reason to do it. Give me a reason.
Well, here's your reason. Here's your reason.
Well,
so out of nowhere this week, we pretty much were all just gifted, right, a token. So more or less, if you've been purchasing on OpenSeas, you're able to go on this website and claim a SOS token. Cool. Connected my MetaMask. It said I had like 383 million tokens, whatever, right? And this was like right when it came out. It was like nothing. I think at the time when I looked at it, it was like 0.1 ETH, which is like what, $30, $300. So actually, it was below that then. Yeah, could have been $400. So I think I had $248 when I first looked, and I was like, that's kind of cool. It's not bad. But this thing just kept going and going and going. And here I am, it's Christmas Eve, and I'm away, so I'm on mobile, and mobile is just, it's not good when you're trying to deal with anything in this world. So I couldn't actually sell my tokens, which was good, because it was 500, it was 700, it was 800. And I'm showing my wife, I'm looking at this, I'm just like, oh my God, like I'm getting nervous, but let's let it ride. $1,148 later, Jim. Merry Christmas. For free.
That is a very, very Merry Christmas. No, that's awesome. That's pretty sweet.
Yes.
I'm not jealous in the least.
No, not at all, right?
No.
So
very happy for you.
We were just gifted an SOS token. But as mentioned with Candy, like they don't need an SOS. They got this. Everything so far I'm seeing out of Candy. It's been really, really good. Very bullish on the product. They don't need help. They're not in distress. Hopefully.
No, definitely no SOS right now. Yeah, they seem to be doing all right. I mean, we just had a comment here, 37,000 jerseys minted, right?
Yep.
I mean, how many of those people are just new to the platform? A ton of those are just brand new users that they've brought in this last month. And they really haven't, we're waiting for this next drop to happen, right? So whenever that's going to happen, you got to imagine that will be advertised, right? That will bring more people in. So yeah, I'm excited to see kind of what's next. After the marketplace, definitely number one priority. What's next after that?
Mm-hmm. I am with you. I mean, marketplace is definitely the first. That's definitely big number one priority. But you're right, man. But I guess the thing too, we talk about marketplace, we keep stating marketplace and going to these moments, right? Going to these packs. But the marketplace will be open for the jerseys as well, the plays of the day, right? The World Series trophies, the icons. So it's going to be open for everything that's in our wallets right now. Not just these moments. And we keep just speculating this stuff, but like, what's potentially a jersey going to go for? What are these World Series trophies going to go for? The tokens, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you got the
medallion,
World Series medallions and the World Series trophies. You got the plays of the day that will be able to go on there. Unopened packs are going to be able to go on the marketplace day one. That's kind of cool. What are unopened packs going to go for?
That's the other thing. The unopened
Especially,
packs.
I mean, if there's a legendary Trout out there still, and one of those 27% of unopened packs, as long as that legendary Trout's still out there, those packs are not going to be cheap.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I mean, in theory, though, any legendaries, I mean, that's a one of one. And to talk about that a little bit again, like we mentioned last week, Candy did state that they haven't cleared up what it's going to be, right? They've discussed that there's going to be a real life event attached to it because of COVID, and now potentially this last season that's coming up. There's some, I don't want to say switch up, right? But it hasn't been determined. So they will relay it a second time. But yeah, I mean, it's not even just the moment that it's a one-on-one. It's you're going to get something else involved with it. So just think of what it was at the time, like a real life experience you were going to get. You don't just have this one-of-one legendary Shohei Ohtani. It's going to come with a real life experience, whether that experience is going to meet Shohei Ohtani in Angel Stadium, whatever it may be. I mean, just think about that concept in itself.
Yeah, or even if it's just like, hey, you get like a suite or something. Like you get invited to,
Right.
how Top Shot has these suites at NBA games. Like, will Candy get a suite at a baseball game, and you get to go and watch Shohei Ohtani on like opening day or something? I mean, there's so many things they could do with it. I mean,
That's a very good point.
Yeah,
they did that. So they had when was it? Early December. It was something where there was a challenge involved that everyone went to. I think it was New York I think it was when NFT NYC was going on.
Yeah.
For they all caught a Knicks game. I think they did it also during the championship. They all met up in Milwaukee for the Bucks game. I think it was the finals.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there you go. Like another great example. I mean, they just all the winners come out here. We're going to go to the World Series in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
How much would you pay for that? That you just got that in this card. And you also got this one-of-one card. I mean, that's value.
Yeah. I mean, there's so, like I said, there's so much that you can do with this stuff. The legendaries, the fact that they come with a real life experience is pretty neat.
Right. Okay. So is that, we want to wrap up with the marketplace, the pre-listing and all that?
Yeah, that I think that covers pretty much everything we had on the marketplace. I guess the one thing is, you'll have like a candy balance that you can use to buy and sell. So I'm assuming that's going to work. Just sort of like it's kind of its own cryptocurrency type thing. It's you have a balance in your wallet. You can buy with a credit card, but you can also buy and sell with that wallet. What's in your balance. And they said that you're going to be able to transfer out your funds, day one. So if you sell something and you want to move it to your bank account and have cash, you can do that. So yeah, all good stuff. It seems like really looking forward to it.
Same. And again, very, very important, very vital. Day one, they
Mhm.
will have the ability to cash out. That's something that most marketplaces haven't been able to accomplish.
Mhm.
And again, I mean, that's why I've been okay. And I think most people have come to be okay with the delay in the marketplace. Like, to me, let's get this right. And I feel like that's where Candy has pretty much been this whole way. They
Yeah.
saw the slight, small error they had with the first packs that they right away corrected themselves and said for the prospects, they're limiting it to just one per person. So that way everyone has the ability to get them. There's no issues here. So it seems to me like they're about getting it right than just do it, which again kind of contrasts the Tops way. Tops just kind of says, we'll just do it. Whatever happens, happens. We don't care. Just do it. So Candy's delayed it, and it seems as if it's like we're going to delay it to make sure when we get it out there, it's right. So I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I said getting it right's the most important part to all of this. So I know some people didn't love the fact that they've got to wait until mid-January, but I'd rather wait and have it be right and functioning than have it be out there and barely work like some other people.
Let's just talk about that, because
Yeah.
I want to use this to talk to those people that maybe are upset about Candy and maybe
Mhm.
they're down, like maybe they're fudding Candy because, oh my God, I got these packs and now I can't sell them because they wanted the quick flip, which I mean, I'm not gonna blame them. I'm not gonna hate you for that. I mean, do what you want to do because I've been there as well. I look at something and say, let me
Yeah.
get in this, I can make money, I can flip it. We're all in this for different reasons. But for the people that are down on Candy and maybe fudding it and just hating Candy for this, let's compare and contrast our experiences in two different ways, right? So Candy's taking the wait and see approach. Let's get it right. January 15th, things will be right and everything will run smooth. You and I have been in Tops. Every time there's been a drop, there's been a payment processing error. I log on the Tops today and I get a big pop-up that says, we are aware of credit card transaction interruptions and are working to resolve the issue. We apologize for the inconvenience. Jim, how long has that message been up there for?
Weeks.
Jim, how long have people been unable to go in the Tops and buy their products or sell their products?
Weeks.
Jim, because of these issues, what have we seen to the value of Tops products?
There essentially is no value.
We opened the show. What did you sell your moment for?
$2.
You just said a Cody Bellinger for $2?
Yeah.
Cool. What's the minimum price you can sell something for?
$2.
Cool. So, like I just stated, my thing was a super rare. It was a super rare for $2. I would much rather have them do it right than just do it to do it, get it all wrong, and everyone hates the platform. No one sees the value in it, and they move on. That's how I feel, and that's how I see Tops. I don't want to invest anymore in the Tops because I don't look at it as an investment. It's go back to the comments when Dave said, right, that nice little part-time income. Nope, that's not Tops. You're just part-time giving money away to somebody and not getting any return back.
If they'll even take
They'll take it.
I mean,
Right.
they still have packs for sale from their drop from 3 weeks ago because either it's A, worthless, and B, people who even want to buy them can't.
At time of drop, nobody in New York, nobody in Texas could even buy it. They were aware of it. And Top said,
And just,
well, we're just going to go with it anyway. Sorry, guys.
yeah.
So it sucked for people who couldn't buy it, but it also sucked for people who could because you and I did. And now nobody wants the packs because they hate the experience. And now that no one wants the packs, I can't sell my stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I have 80 things listed for sale on the Topps marketplace right now, and they're all I'm selling at the floor on everything, and I get really excited if I sell like one thing a week. The past few weeks,
All facts.
Yeah.
I mean, just to go through my things, I sold a rare Freddie Freeman. Oh, that was their season division winner. Okay, so but still for $8, it was rare. I sold so in their series 2, I sold a super rare Marcus Stroman. This was a super rare. It was 1 of 100. And Jim, the serial on it was number 2. I sold a serial number 2 of 100 in total of Marcus Stroman's, right? It's not a terrible pitcher. The Cubs didn't think so. They gave him a good bit of money for 4 years.
Yeah. My guess is they gave him more money than you got for the
$10. And I had that thing up for 3 months. Just had to keep lowering it. I finally sold this thing for $10. It's not a core, not a common, not a rare, it's a super rare. Serial number 2. $10. So I'm cool if we have to wait to get it right than to keep going with it wrong.
I think I even have a better one than you. I have an epic Yankees card with Giancarlo Stanton. Serial number 3 out of 76.
Oh.
$7. Sold it for $7.
My epic Nick Markakis, $2.25. Epic Carlos Martinez, $3. My epic Corey Kluber, $3. 36 of 77, $3.
I did sell my legendary Trevor Story for $425. That helped.
When was that?
I don't know. Topps won't even let me click on it to see.
I just asked because that was right after because I had a epic Jay Cronenworth I sold for $269. That was back when this was released, and even though there was problems, people were still kind of in it. But
well, Series 2 at least sold out.
It did
immediately,
right? For those who could buy it,
right?
But it did sell out.
Yeah.
But I guess it's just like kind of where we're going with this. You know, I mean, of course, the reason we talk about all this, I mean, it's just the whole NFT. It's all about the sports collectibles we talk. We mainly do candy, but there hasn't been a whole lot of stuff to talk about with candy because it's newer and there's not a whole lot of drops. But we do like to talk about the entire space. And unfortunately, Topps is part of that space. And nothing has been positive from Topps. Like literally nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I mean, I think they could have had something really good with Series 1. Like the checklist was great. And then they just completely abandoned the platform it was on.
Wax. Yep.
And I'll say like having their own marketplace is nice. I like that they have their own marketplace if it were to work. But like you put out this project and then you just like completely abandon it and then like never talk about it ever again. So, but I mean it's probably the best thing they've put out. But it's like something that they don't even recognize exists anymore.
Yep. So we said we were done bashing Topps at the beginning of the show. Unfortunately, that's KB had to bring up some comments and get us back talking to Topps again.
Right.
But again, just to talk about the different projects that are going on and whatnot. And it's just I'm very, very down on Topps. And we're not alone, clearly, because no one purchased their last product except for us dummies. And I purchased another one on stream. Oh,
yeah, I don't know what you were thinking there.
I was an idiot. Oh, I still am, but I was also an idiot then.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as you mentioned, they will have the ability to cash out from day one. Was there anything else you want to talk about on that scope too?
Nah, I think that'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess then the next thing to talk about with Candy is the fact that they have announced their Sweet Futures going to college hoops routes now.
Yeah. So, before really either of us got into Candy, they'd been doing Sweet Futures for college college football. So they just announced, really right after the marketplace announcement, Sweet Futures NFTs for college basketball players. So the difference is that, with the Sweet Futures on the college football side, they were done through Bitsky, on the Ethereum network. It looks like these are going to be on their own, like sweetfutures.candy.com type thing. Like it'll actually be on the Candy website. They'll have their own marketplace on Candy for them. So that's pretty exciting. And so those we're still far out. It seems like with this, they said it's going to be weeks and weeks and weeks. So it's not anything that is immediate, but they announced they're going to be doing college basketball, which I'm all for. I've always been a big proponent that college athletes should be paid anyway. So the fact that there are people out there paying these guys now, like I'm good with that. These are just basically, the guys who will have Top Shot debuts next year, right? They're going to have a Candy NFT this year. I'm looking forward to it. If you want to get in on kind of it sounds like the whitelist to get in on it as like an early access, you had to have purchased one Sweet Futures football NFT. And there are a few of those available right now. So there's not a ton left, but there are a few. But I think both of us picked up Carson Strong from Nevada.
Yep.
Guy should be like an end of first round, maybe beginning of second round pick, quarterback. But there was a couple of him still available. If it's something that you want to get in on and want to get early access to it, there's still a few college football NFTs out there that you can mint to get access to the college basketball ones. So it sounds like they're going to be doing it a little bit different. They're going to be doing it in packs, just from what I'm reading, as opposed to just buying and minting an NFT like they did for the football ones. So they'll kind of be doing like a pack type thing where, you can get a core, you can get a rare, you can get a legendary, all that stuff.
Yep. I say excited to a degree. I'm excited for the fact that once again, just kind of opens up what Candy, like where they're going. Just so many directions, right? It's not just baseball, and that's why I say semi excited, because I'm not big into college hoops as I once was. So I really don't know who most of these players probably will be in such to that degree, but I'll be collecting. I'm like, now into the NFT space and the collecting space, I'm more of a collector than I could say a college hoops fan. So
yeah,
that's why I'm semi excited. Whereas like with this stuff, I'm a baseball fan too. Like you and I, big baseball fans. So this goes hand in hand with us right now. But again, they've done the college football. They're now doing college hoops. We're doing MLB. They're getting into quite a few things, Jim, right now. And again, with their connection with the Fanatics, how they can just expand it and go with this. And I think too, there's also been some speculation. I'm not sure where they're going to go with this, but the reason we talk about Topps and Candy is because Topps has NFTs, even though they don't have the licensing that Candy has. Candy has the video licensing, so they can do all the moments. Topps doesn't, so they must do like the cards, right? Well, then if you think about it, on the other hand, with like Top Shot has, right, the moments of the NBA. They can do all this stuff. Candy can't do that, but Candy could. Fanatics is going to have the rights to the cards. Candy could in the future also do NBA NFTs, not to the level that Top Shot could do it at, but they could, So like this doesn't just limit themselves to do, just MLB. Already they're spreading their wings and doing all different type of stuff right now.
Yeah, and if you look at what they did with the Sweet Futures football, I mean, they're basically like a card, right? But they look so much cooler than the Topps ones. Like they did a better job with them. You know, they actually look like they are a digital asset as opposed to just a picture of a baseball card, right? They just look nicer. That's why I don't know if the basketball is going to be like that, but we'll see. On like the level of excitement here, yeah. I mean, I'm a big Louisville basketball fan, right? So, you know, I follow them a lot. March Madness is a great time of year. Like March is one of my favorite months. You got spring training for baseball, and you got awesome college basketball, right? So yeah, it'll be kind of cool to see who they have, right? I mean, obviously you can't offer everybody, but you know, if you can get some of the main college basketball guys who are going to be lottery picks in the draft, you know, that makes this a pretty attractive project that people will want to, you know, scoop up these guys, you know, their first NFT, right? Before they even get on to Top Shot. So yeah, I like the idea that they're doing it. And then again, like you mentioned, it's just another thing that they're branching into. Even if it's not for you, it's for somebody, right? There are college basketball fans out there. Maybe there are people who would want to do the college basketball, but they don't want to do the baseball, right? So this is just another thing that Candy can offer to those people. Say, hey, yeah, maybe baseball is not your thing, but you know, we've got college football, we've got college basketball. Yeah, so it's just another thing.
Or what's most likely is you're a complete degen and you just want it all. just give it all to me.
That too.
Right. So there you go. And for those watching, or in the future, I did put the link into the chat where you can. There are still, as Jim mentioned, a few the college football sweet futures available. So if you do purchase one of those, that will get you whitelisted into the college hoops one. So you'll have first access to them. So do what Jim and I did. Just buy one. So that way you can get into there. I mean, if you want, we're just saying, don't take our advice, but that is your way to get the early access. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So we have anything else to talk about with Candy?
I think that covers everything that's been going on.
So I guess it's time to open a few packs for you at Top Shot.
Let's do it. Yeah. So are you not opening? You're holding.
I mean, as crazy as it sounds, right? And I know we're a newer show and we probably get new listeners every week. But I, for one, cannot hold packs. I mean, it kills me to know that I might open a pack on a Wednesday and not open, right? I can buy a pack on Wednesday. I have to wait till this Monday to open up a Jim. I mean, that alone kills me. And on top of that, Jim, I mean, you purchased all these packs with Candy. There's some that you haven't opened yet. You're going to keep them unopened. I can't do that. If I buy a pack, I'm opening it. But I've changed up my strategy. So in NBA Top Shot, right? Because I feel like I've fulfilled most of what I need in that series and stuff. So like for all the challenges going forward, an NBA Top Shot for series, for pretty much anything, like all those series 2, I'm holding now. So I have just what you have now too. I have a series 2 base pack and the best of 2021 WNBA. I'm gonna hold them.
Okay, let's see how long that lasts. I think you can do it, Donardo.
I think I can. I think it'd be different if I was like, so again, I have 402 moments. I think it'd be different if I didn't. It's just because where I'm at, I feel like I can afford to do it. And again, on top of it, like you're seeing these people like for that challenge, Jim, for you get to that base pack, people were spending like an extra like $35. Like a moment went up by $35. People were buying it to get that. So I'm like, if people were willing to pay $35 to get a pack now.
So this was the one that you needed Lonzo Ball, right?
Yes.
This one. And so, yeah, that Lonzo moment went from $20 to $60, I feel like, overnight, just because of this challenge.
Yeah. And it's just a base pack. It wasn't like it wasn't an archive. It wasn't a playoff. It was just a base pack.
Yeah. No, that's I think it's a good strategy. You know how I feel about holding stuff. I'm good with it. I'm not to the point really where I'm going to be holding these in Top Shot, so it's probably a good idea overall. But we also want to rip some stuff on this show. So if you're not going to do it, that that means I'm the guy, right?
I guess that's what it means, Jim.
Yeah.
You're the guy.
I guess so. All right, so yeah, there was the base set right there. There was also a WNBA challenge where you needed a few WNBA moments as well as some NBA ones. So was able to complete both of those 2 challenges last week. So we've got 2 packs here. Let's start with the WNBA one. See how this goes.
And I feel it's probably the better pack.
Okay, I like the badges. So many badges in those.
Yeah, right.
Which if
what a
the
nice little gift.
if the WNBA is going to take off, right? I mean, these first WNBA moments. I mean, if you think of now, the WNBA stuff is probably never going to get to the point that the NBA stuff is. It's just not.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the WNBA is going to grow every year, exponentially going forward. So yeah, who knows what these could be down the road, especially like these. I mean, those are 3 debut moments.
Right. And just like there's a collector's point of view on it, I mean, the fact that Top Shot has them, it's on the same platform, and there's true utility to them. I mean, I feel like all summer long, Top Shot was just focused on WNBA, which it makes a lot of sense for them, and it's good. Yeah, the NBA season, and then there's no season, and Top Shot was able to say, well, here's the WNBA. So there's still content, there's still reasons to be engaged. And like I said, I think they did a lot with the WNBA. So we talk about how like Top Shot in itself like keeps you interested in the NBA because of the challenge and such. Like you aren't real big in the NBA, neither am I. I think I can speak for you when I say no idea about the WNBA. I'm sorry, but I don't follow NBA that much either, but I don't follow WNBA at all. And this got me engaged in it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few, from Louisville that I would, I'll follow and I'll check in to see how they're doing. But for the most part, I don't follow WNBA on a regular basis. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't until like the Run It Back came out. I was like, oh yeah, I know these players. Like I know all these WNBA players, but the current ones, I'm like, I don't know any of them, and I feel bad. But in the same sense, I don't know any of the new NBA rookies. So
well, there you go. Now you do.
Right. It's fair.
All right, let's check out the Series 2 pack. But no, that was good. So you said the first 2 were 17, and then the third one was probably 7.
$23 on that pack.
So $23 pack basically for free. Yeah. I don't think I had to spend anything for that challenge either.
Same.
That was an easy one.
This one I needed your Lonzo. You helped me out on this one, Jim.
I helped you on this one. So Lonzo is what you needed for this one. All right, Series 2. Let's see what we got. DeAndre Hunter. Nice little dunk.
He's got quite a few. That's $4. $4.
4. Probably this
Beverly,
one too.
that's probably about the same.
Yeah, Beverly. All right, let's get a rookie. Oh. Ah. That's a cool dunk. Nice assist from LaMelo too.
That's a nice moment.
Yeah.
I'd say that's $6.
Okay.
I think that one was active today
I don't know.
for some reason. But hey,
Yeah.
I mean, there's $14 there.
Right. That was a cool moment
So-
too. Yeah, it's just a cool dunk.
There was nothing super special, right, about that pack.
No.
I'm not saying it was terrible, right? But there's nothing like super special about it. The pack's $9. That's $14. Like, so you made $6. If you were to purchase that, that's still, you made $6 off it.
Yeah, and those were just 3. There were no badges on those. Yeah, it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take it. Cool.
Cool. But yeah, I will say, like, since you're talking about Top Shot and such, I've almost felt like I've had to like make a statement every time I talked about Top Shot because I was so bullish on Candy stuff they were doing, and using the comparison. Like, there's things that I've been down about with Top Shot and such. I'm more excited about Top Shot right now than I have been in a little bit. And again, it doesn't say like I haven't. I've been very bullish on Top Shot, but you know, we can talk about this a little bit here. These flash challenges that they're doing right now, I think it's bringing Top Shot back in my mind. It's
I
in a
love 'em.
really, really good state.
Yeah. Yep. No, I agree. I love them. I mean, tonight they're doing one where pretty much, you know, filling up the stat sheet tonight, you know, the people who have the most points, assists, rebounds, block, steals, I think. Whoever has the most in every game, you know, you put that together, and you get a Jokic moment for completing all that. So, yeah. So I mean, it's fun. Like, while we've been on here, I've been looking at the leaderboard to kind of see, okay, who do I need? Who do I need? You know, the Hornets game, you needed my dude Terry Rozier. Go Cards. So luckily I've got a bunch of him, but yeah, it's fun to kind of watch and see, okay, do I have this guy? Do I have this guy? Do I have this guy? If not, then I got to go get him. Yeah.
Right. And again, you know, for NBA purposes, for league purposes, you know, as we tie in Candy and MLB, right? It's good for the game because you're watching the games now. But again, what you're also doing is you're watching the marketplace. You know, I just feel like there's so much more engagement now to the platform, even though everyone, and I say everyone, basically mean everyone, is down on Series 3, right? It's just that there's so many out there. There's not a whole lot of rookies. You know, the value is not there, which we were all kind of expecting. But, you know, a lot of people were down on Top Shot because of Series 3. The Flash challenges have done great, you know. And also, too, like, you can pick up those players for really cheap now also. Like, they're going for $2. Well, actually, the floor has gone up. I don't think there's really that many players that are like $1 or $2 anymore. I was scooping up $1 players like 2 weeks ago.
So I've noticed just in the last like 2 to 3 days, I put all of my duplicates on the marketplace for $3, right? I'm like, I'm not taking a loss. You know, if there's listed on there for $1 or $2, I'm not doing that. $3 is the minimum I'm going to sell it for. In the last 2 or 3 days, I've had quite a few $3 moments getting scooped up that have been on the marketplace for quite some time. So yeah, that floor is going up because all those things I listed at $3 weeks ago, they're now selling.
Yep.
Yep.
You're right. I feel like it's a direct correlation to it. You know, with all these challenges that are happening and such, people are now in the mindset of collecting again. Right. I'm getting right back there. Like I would want to start collecting instead of worrying so much about my collector score, right? Or doing things in that sense. I'm now in the mode of I got to collect players. And what they're doing now is also very, very cool because it's not like the same players every time you need. I mean, they're mixing up how they do the flash challenges, right? It's stats, it's this, that, that's that. I mean, they had the free throws one time. We saw Bones get in, like no one knew who Bones was, and he was a $400 moment the other week.
Yeah.
So it's like they're mixing up, like you don't know who you will need. It's like if you had LeBron James, Steph Curry, like you're set. You had like every a quarter of every challenge done, right, going forward. But now you really need a plethora of moments.
Yeah, so speaking of a plethora of moments, Desmond Bain tonight is gonna could probably put a wrench in a lot of people's challenges. So everybody else is pretty attainable, but Desmond Bain right now has a pretty substantial lead on everybody in the Memphis Phoenix game. And his lowest priced moment right now is $289.
And you know what, Jim? His 14-day average, 150.
Yeah.
So
like that moment has doubled. Just
perfect
like
example
that.
of what we're talking about. If you had him, you're sitting on right now probably a nice $160, $175 increase in value. Just take those profits, or you sit on it and do the rest of the challenge, and you get a Jokic. And the thing is too, because of Bain, if he's involved in this, right, and because the price now to get that reward, that value in Jokic is going up. So like this is why, again, like with Top Shot, like them doing this, I think is so great because it's adding so much value to this. That could have been you might not have a whole lot of stuff in your collection, but you had that Bane, and now you've just flipped this, and you made $300, and it's like, all right, well now I can start collecting.
Or you keep it, and then next thing you know, you've got. I mean, if you've got Bane, you're about to, and if you can complete this challenge, and you're about to have a Jokic that's minted under 1,000.
Right?
So it's one of those things where you basically if you're holding on to that, you can either, like I said, you can either sell them right now and make a good amount of money, or you can use that to get another moment that is going to be. Like I said, if Bane is in this challenge, that Jokic is going to be valuable.
Could be. And I say that with caution too, because a good example of that, right?
Yeah.
Which of course to put out there, no financial advice, but we talked about the bones. The bones was what, $50, and then a balloon to 400.
Yeah.
That Lonzo reward that you got was going for 180, I believe, yesterday. So if you actually pay $400 to get that bones moment, you're taking an L on that reward.
Yeah, my Lonzo is up to. Well, no, that was Tyler Hero.
Oh, my bad.
That was for the Hero, because the Lonzo's at $200. But the Hero,
that was, I don't know what when I checked.
The Hero is at 20. It's a 200 as well.
200, okay, but still, that's a $200 L you're taking right now. If you spent $400
if you bought them. Now, if you already had them, then you just added a $200 moment.
Right. Well, that's what I'm getting at.
Right.
So you could have sold bones for $400, or you could have kept them and got this for $200.
But you
so
could
the example here, you could take the guaranteed $150 that you're getting in Desmond, or you could gamble and hope that Jokic is more than $150.
Yeah.
Either way, though, that's why I'm really liking Top Shot. I'm loving how they're getting very, very engaged in these challenges, and it's almost like it's a nightly. It feels like it's nightly.
Yeah, no, it's multiple nights a week. They've got something going on, and all it's doing is just driving engagement. They're doing a really good job of keeping people engaged throughout this season.
Exactly.
And so all that does is make me super excited for what maybe the baseball season could bring us. Like, can we get stuff like this during baseball season, like every night? That'd be awesome.
I hear you, man.
Because like
I hear
that, I
you.
actually like really enjoy. Like, I really enjoy watching baseball. So like having a whole other new vested interest in everything, that'd be fun.
Just how you and I in our North Shore 9 chat just talk about baseball in general. Like, add this
Yeah.
element to it now too. Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Right. Yeah. So
Candy is going to up the user subscription in MLB TV.
That's true. Yeah, all these people are gonna have to subscribe to MLB TV to see what's going on.
Right.
So.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely been over an hour on another night where we're gonna have enough to talk about.
I got to get back to cleaning, Denardo.
Well, them parents are coming in town.
Yeah.
So, any last words? Wrap this up with.
Well, like I said, Candy, if you're listening, if you can open up that pre-list Monday, that would be great.
Yes, absolutely. Get that done for us.
Yeah.
Just,
we can talk about it.
Just say NS9 NFT has some demands.
Yeah.
And they demand that the marketplace be open for the live listing as of Monday.
Yeah.
It's just a small task. That's all.
Minimal.
Very much. All right. With that said, we are out of here. We will be back next Monday. Jim, next Monday.
Yeah, next Monday.
For the marketplace. I mean, I was even setting you up. As much as I hate it, I was setting you up to say it, Jim. And you're not even going to do it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Next year?
I was going to say at the end, so you couldn't say anything, but
I was setting you up to say it.
I didn't want to be set up. I wanted to do it just so you could get upset.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys next week.
See you next year, guys.